Hi everyone, welcome back to Rover Restorations. Unfortunately, once again I've not been filming much, but I am in the middle of putting the engine back together. Well, I'm not in the middle of it, I'm doing it. I've got the first 4 pistons in, and obviously the crank. It's all gone together pretty nicely, I must say, so it's all good. So what I might do is just film putting in like the last few pistons, and that's probably going to be about it today. Right, yeah, so I'll try and set the camera up so you can see. So what I've been doing with each piston I've been putting in is I've been checking the ring gap. Can't bloody see it. Oh yeah, there it is, top. I've been doing them as I go. Everyone, I haven't needed to file any of them, to be honest. I do get that in there. Push it down a bit. Then I think the book said it was 18 to 24 thou each one, so no, 17 to 24 thou. So I've got a feeler gauge at 18 thou, and I've just been checking it with that. And yeah, I know you can't see because there's no one going to be able to get in close enough for you to see, but that's spot on 18 thou. That's the top ring. I've been putting that to one side. Get me second ring. Same again. Popping that in there. I'm sure they'll all be within tolerance anyway, but I'm just checking them because I don't want the gaps to be too tight. And yeah, once again, that's absolutely fine. So what I've been doing is leaving the second one in there, so I know that the top one is the one I've just took out and the second one is in there. The oil control rings, it says in the book that don't need gapping, so and the piston's only going one way as well. So these are marked anyway. This one's actually marked number 5 because I've marked them along the crank journals before I took them out, because obviously you don't want to be getting them mixed up. So this one's got to go in that way because the left hand bank is this side. There's a dot. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it, but there's like a dot on the conrod there, and that needs to go in with the dot facing that way towards the back on this side, and then towards the front on the other side, so that these two faces face each other basically. Right, yeah, so we'll take that cap off of there. Put the cap to one side for a minute. Get that bearing out. That wasn't what I was trying to do, but right, so now it's oil control ring. So I know the piston wants to go that way. Make sure these two ends don't overlap. And have that so it's facing above the gudgeon pin. And set the bottom one sort of about an inch or so that way, and then the top one about an inch the other way. Bit too far around then. Yeah, that's all good. So the bottom one of the oil control rings, the gap's there, top one's there, and that's in the middle. Like I said, making sure it don't overlap, which I'm not actually sure on that one. Just double checking it's not overlapping, which I don't think it is. No, it's not. So that's absolutely fine. I think I went out of screenshot then, sorry about that. Obviously now second ring, so that's that one. Mark top, which you ain't going to be able to see because it's too dark. So that one over that side. So you can get pliers to do this, but I never have, and I've never had any trouble, so I'll set that one so it's the opposite side. And the top one that I put to one side earlier, once again mark top. That's it, so then we have that one that side, the other gap the other side. I'll put that to one side for a minute. Got one last clean out of brake cleaner in there. Bit of engine oil and cap here, all up the bore. Don't really matter how much you put in there, better to have too much than not enough. And then the same on the piston, get all nice and lubed up. The rings turn a bit, but we'll put them back where they need to be in a sec. Right, that's that. Where's the bloody top one gone? Yeah, here's the top one. Where's the bottom one gone? There we go, so that's that all lubed up. I'll get one of my big end bearings. Give that and make sure that's all nice and clean in there. Pop a new bearing in it. I've been using this assembly lube. Quite thick and gooey. I'm not quite sure how long it'll be till it's up and running. Put a bit of that on the crank as well. and then we'll pop the piston in. I'll just let it rest down on there like that for a sec. Get me piston ring clamp. Drop the bar on the floor. Right, then tap it in. Just use the end of the hammer. Just make sure the cotton rod don't hit the crank, which it shouldn't be anywhere near it, but that's it. Another one in. Well, not in yet, because obviously we need to flip it over. This is where even the engine stands handy. Oh, go away. I haven't been going around that far, but I'll go around a little bit further just for the sake of the camera. Maybe try and put a bit more light on it, see if it might be a bit better. There we go, can you see better now? Probably not. Right, so now get my bearing cap. You see, got a little notch on here as well, see? Your bearing sits in there nice, sit your bearing in there nicely. There you go, it's in there. Bit more assembly lube. I don't know how much of this you should really put on, but yeah, it's quite thick. It's getting harder to get it out of here now. Yeah, and these notches should always face each other. So in this case, it's up the top here. The notch on that bearing's at the top, the notch is there, so the cap's got to go on that way. I just pinches these up with a normal bar like so, and then torque them up to 35, between 35 and 40 I think it said. Also, what I've been doing them in pairs, because obviously the crank journal takes 2 bearings on each. So I've been fitting 2 pistons and then turning the engine on the crank just to make sure it's all nice and free, which up to now it has been, so it's all good news. So yeah, right, I'll go and fit the other piston and then I'll be back. Right, now I'm back again. I'm just going to put the cap on this sixth one. Crank's a bit far around there actually, it should be alright, I should be able to get to it. Oh. Nip these up again. Just need to move that very slightly just so I can get the torque wrench on it. Right, so that's the sixth one then. So I'll just give this a turn, just turn it, make sure it's all nice and free still. Give it a couple of turns. And then we'll bring this journal up to the top, ready to fit the last two pistons in. About there I think. We'll squirt a bit of this on there while we're there. Oh, I've closed it again. Happy days. So yeah, I won't bother filming all of that. I'll just crack on and get them last two on, and then that's all the short engine built up then really, which is all good. It's all gone together quite nicely. Right, so that's it. That's me done again for the day. Yeah, so I've got all 8 pistons in and it's all nice and turning over lovely, as you can see. All nice and free. Don't want to turn it over too much, but yeah, I'm more than happy with how that's gone together. I haven't had any problems at all. It's all, you know, yeah, it's gone together nicely, so that's all good. Right, so until next time, take it easy and I'll see you next week, probably.